Well, happy Sunday afternoon, Stone Unit. And you know, it is Sunday at 3:30. It is beautiful outside, and you might be enjoying this weather. You might be at the beach, at the pool, you might be working in your yard, you might be just working, you might be just relaxing and enjoying these last few hours until your work week starts tomorrow. And I wanted to leave you a message because a lot is happening. And so by now, there's two things I'm going to cover in this video. One is this little paper that you have received in the mail. And two is what is happening this week in the Mary Kay world for your customers. So first, let's talk about this paper. And so if you have not received this paper, you will be getting it in the mail tomorrow. Most probably, I've heard from some of you already that's like, I got my paper. I'm doing the God-sized goal. And you guys, I love team spirit. I love it. I think because I'm full of team spirit, when I'm in on a team, I'm all in. When I'm on a team, whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm all into that. So I love it when I hear from you and you're like, and we're going to do this thing. We're headed to Alaska. And I just, I love it. You know, I think of, when I think of what I've heard, Dorothy Johnson always comes to mind. And Dorothy has been in the Mary Kay world for a few years. And I just love her because when I think of somebody who's so sold out on a team goal, I think of her. I really do, because I hear from her constantly, where are we? What do we have to do? Where are we? What do we have to do? And you know, I love that. I love that because I love being part of a team, that's where our attitude is, that's what it's all about. What are we doing? And so you guys, you received a letter, and at the top, there's a rock solid goal and there's a God-sized goal. So some of you who have been with me for years, you're like, yep, June, I got it. I know what June is. So if you've been with me for years, you know what June is. It's about, you know, we have this mantra in Mary Kay that everyone, all God's children, need Mary Kay in June. Everyone orders in June. And so I say that for my customers. I create that mantra within my customer base. I do some extra special things for them in June. They know that I'm not a big discount person, but they get discounts 2 times a year. June and Christmas for my Christmas open house. And that's why I blow it out with my customers. And I just get it to, and they know that. They know that. And so I love that we have created that mantra that they know June is a big deal. Some of them know why. Some of them don't know why. They just know that June's just a big deal. And I love it right now because if you watch basketball, you know it's the NBA Finals right now. I love that the NBA Finals are in June because it's totally kind of what we're in right now. That they have worked their entire career, they have worked their entire year for this moment to the finals. And you know, we are breaking record, just to give you a little side note right now, that the 2 teams that are playing, they have broken a record because this is a 3rd year in a row. These 2 teams, both of them, have made it to the finals to play each other. Never happened before, and this is the 3rd year in a row. It's the first time this has happened. And so even if you don't follow basketball, you've heard of LeBron James, and you've heard of Steph Curry. You've seen their tennis shoes or paraphernalia. You've heard all the social media that's happening right now. And I love because that's really what this is. This is our final championship month, our championship season. So if you've been with me for years and you know what June's in, and I love it, you said, you can count on me for my God-sized goal. You can count on me for my rock-solid goal. That's honestly what I need to hear from you. We are tracking everything that moves. Literally, I kid you not, every stinking thing. And so here's the thing that I love about June. This is the thing that I know about June. It takes 3 things. Number 1, it takes belief. Number 1, it takes belief. And sometimes you just have to believe in faith. You guys, that is like a total side note, not even having to do with Mary Kay. Sometimes you just have to believe in faith. Not when you've not seen the evidence yet. I could give you a million stories of having to believe in faith, in Mary Kay things and in non-Mary Kay things. You have to believe it first. You have to watch the flow of information, and that the people that you give your goal to need to be people that are going to encourage you. I have to tell you this funny story. So we were on the way to school on Friday, and Jake Ray, I love you, in the back seat. And it might have been Thursday. It was June 1st. It was Thursday. And I said, all right, guys, it's June. It's June. You know, they're counting down school. I'm thinking of June. And I was like, it's June. And I said, so you know what June was last year? It was wild. I said, because, you know, Mommy and Daddy, I said, we worked very hard. And that's how we went to Rome, Italy. And Olivia said, you going back to Rainbow? I said, no, it's to Alaska. So her first question, am I going to Alaska? No, certainly, dear, you're not going to Alaska. And this is what my son says. He says, Mom, you don't even like cold weather. You better take a coat. I don't know why you want to go to Alaska. You hate cold weather. Well, this is my son. Well, like I think my head literally spun around. And I jerked back to him. And I said, don't ever let that come out of your mouth again. And he looked at me like, whoa, Mom. I said, don't ever let that come out of your mouth again. I said, this is important. You know what I need to hear from you is I know you can do it. You're going to have fun there. And I'm excited for you to go there. That's what I need to hear. We'll talk about a jacket and the weather after I go. I said, I'm going dog sledding. He said, well, I would like to do that. But it was crazy because I had to coach him. Oh no, not one breath of doubt or why you want to do that. That is my own son that's known nothing but a Mary Kay world. And it's just, so what he was stating was facts. It is cold there. And I don't like cold weather. That is fact. So then I had to go into, babe, it's not about the weather. It's about the women that I'm around when I'm there. It's about the leaders that I'm there. And it's a platform that your dad and I are given to be able to share what Christ looks like in the center, not just of your world, but a business and in your marriage and in every part of your life. And that you can be successful and full of wealth without sorrow and have Christ in the middle and to inspire other people that that's the model that they need to follow versus the corporate model that you see in the world. And that's the whole purpose of why we're doing what we are. God continues to bless our efforts in that. And I just don't make any decision like that personally or business-wise. I just don't make decisions when I feel like it. I just don't speak whatever I feel like. Because of the spirit of motherhood, I know there's lots of eyes. Yes, my own 2 children's eyes. But the women I'm their spiritual mom that are watching me. You guys that I'm leading professionally in business that are watching me. I take that role so serious. And it keeps me in check constantly. That if I'm doing it or saying it, that I could see 200 women doing the same. And then taking that to their house for their children to duplicate. I'm going to tell you what, it makes you think all the time what you're saying and what you're doing so it can be multiplied. So girls, I didn't mean to go off on that tangent, but so you're going to be getting this in the mail. Rock solid. Hold on, I just dropped it. Rock solid and God-sized goal. So first thing it's going to take you is belief. We got that down. So that's where that came from. So even when somebody, watch the flow of information, okay? Watch your flow. The second thing it's going to take is your strategy. How are you going to do the rock solid goal? What is the strategy for the God-sized goal? Number one strategy right now, I should have my pink tassel, is our master's degree. Our master's degree. I love that, you guys. Oh my gosh. Our 30 faces. How are we seeing our 30 faces in June? Let them know. You're up for a trip to Outer Banks. Hello? I promise you, their job isn't offering them that. And like to go with fun women. Like people that are going to make them laugh. People that are going to encourage them. And even though we're vacationing, it's who you become in the process even when you're there. You start to think bigger for yourself and for your family is what that's for. So your strategy is the master's degree. Your strategy is your parties. Your strategy is the new skincare. Hello. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that with our profit margin that has now increased for June on skincare. I have a list here. I'm going to do a total separate video of that. And another strategy, Operation Sunscreen. That's going to be the third video. Something just about Operation Sunscreen. We are tearing it up. I've talked to Dorothy Johnson. I've talked to Jackie, myself. We've had lots of different women that have gone into businesses. I'm going to tell you what, any kind of goal that you are wrapping up, Dorothy Johnson is wrapping up company core to sales because of Operation Sunscreen. You guys, it's huge. Me too, wrapping up company core to sales. Operation Sunscreen. Oh my gosh. So 1 is belief, 2 is strategy. Number 3 is just action. It's just action. So how would you rate yourself on that 1, 2, and 3? The 2 and 3 aren't going to go well if number 1 isn't. The belief Then I got to have a plan and a strategy. And I want to tell you what, once you make that strategy, we stick to the strategy. Do you understand how many emails and ideas I get throughout the day that you don't hear about? And I can tell you what, my national Pam told me this last year when we were going to Rome, Italy. Because there'll be a zillion ideas down the pipe about everything. There just is. Not a bad thing. It's a great thing in Mary Kay because we are such go-give. And when someone finds something that works, we always share it. And I love that. But Pam said to me this last year. She says, Emily, I'd never seen you like you were. Like people were going off doing some other ideas. And this is me. Parties. We're holding parties. And I knew what we were doing with those parties. I knew how we were conducting them. And I knew the outline of those parties. I knew our follow-up. And I know what our peek into pink is. And I know what our events are on Tuesday night. And with our Did You Know sheet. Guys, we've so got it. We've got it going on. We do. And so I keep that laser focus because I hear great ideas all the time. And that is the difference. And if you've seen Racehorse and Championship, they wear blinders. So that horse who's running is focused on their track in the middle of their lane and not worried about this horse and this horse and this horse. You keep your blinders on. You do that yourself. Keep your blinders on of what your strategy is, whether it's your parties, whether it's your master's degree, whether it's your Operation Sunscreen, when it's a combination of all of that, whether it's letting them know, hey, I'm getting recognized in the top 10 of our entire unit. Hey, I'm going to Dallas, Texas, and I have the chance to be on stage, and it's all based on the faces that I see. Or, hey, I'm starting our very first car team in such and such area. And it's based on how many products I put, or how many faces I put this product on, this new charcoal mask. We've not got an exact figure, but it's over 16 million now. So we're going to find out a figure probably by Monday or Tuesday what the mask did in May, the month that it launched. Oh my, over 16 million, you guys. Is that crazy? So you have your strategy. Now it's just action. Now it's just time to do. So be ready. Be ready when it's time to do. Do you have the discipline to do it when we know we can do it? You guys, this is my spiral notebook. And there's stuff written all over it of who I'm calling and what I'm doing while I'm in the car. And I'm going to give you, I'm just going to fess up right here. I had to stop myself. Okay, so it's June 4th, and I was looking for something. So some of you girls are coming over tonight, you and your husband, or just you, to have a little time just to talk about what it is for a car and directorship and how that can happen in 6 months. How a lot can change by the end of this year. And so I got some treats, like some yummies. And I had this Mary Kay china that I wanted to serve it on. This little dessert plate and coffee. And it's Mary Kay china. I love it. It's what I've had. I love this china. It says, believe and enthusiasm, like it's Mary Kay china. And I can't find it. I have torn a closet apart in the house, and I still can't find it. So then I'm like, it might be in the shed. You know how you just put things out there? I open this shed. You know, when you put things in a shed, you forget what you put in the shed. So when you open the door, you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have opened these doors. And just when I open these doors, I'm like, that is it. I am getting rid of this shed. I am cleaning out this shed. It is Sunday. I am getting this done. I'm going to get this done before these girls get here. I'm getting ready to clean out this shed. And in my brain, I have this whole project happening in my head that's getting ready to go on in like 4 hours. I had like a 4-hour window. And I was like, it's June, Emily. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. This is June. You can work on that July 1. By July 1, I won't care what that shed looks like. It's a shed. It's out back. It's out back for a reason. You know what I'm talking about, guys? That's an example of strategy and action. It's an example of action. What are you taking action on right now? Is what I'm doing now getting me closer to where I want to be? That is a question I have to ask myself all the time. Is it something I can delegate, or is it something that will wait July 1? And I started that seriously last year. I've heard that my entire career. I've watched the master, our national sales director, Pam Tall, figure that out. But I can say I really got it last year. And it was so funny because when I flung open those shed doors and I was ready to rip everything out of there because I wanted to find this china, and I still didn't find it. All right, I'm sorry, girls. I'm not getting the Mary Kay china tonight. But I jumped into it. I bought into it that quick. I'm getting ready to clean this whole shed out. I'm cleaning this shed out right now. And you know, that's how it works. Action. What is your activity? When is your activity? Is it disciplined? Do I know what needs my attention right now and what can wait? Can this wait till July? I can promise you that shed can, and ask me in July if I finished it, because I'm probably going to say no, that I did not. And so, girls, the great thing about June as well is there's always, everyone orders Mary Kay in June. Your customers need to know that. Our consultants, we do that. And so we're tracking everything that moves, girls. So I do need to hear from you. I love it. I heard from Dorothy Johnson of, yes, 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 you can count me in. God-sized goal. I've heard some other of you. Yes, you can count me in for my rock slide. That's what I need to hear from. Now, we have some fun prizes. There's prizes. There's nothing like June prizes. So if you're just starting in June, get excited, girls, because it's not like this in July. As far as your prizes, this is the month when we pull it out. I love it. So there's all kinds of prizes on here, fun prizes for you. And notice, no matter what you do, let's say you hit the 2,000 wholesale level, you get everything in front of it. You hit the 1,500 wholesale level, you get everything in front of it. So I wanted to make sure you do that. Like, this month has got it going on. And you know how I feel about prizes. I never give something that I wouldn't want myself. I'm serious about that, because I personally have every single one of these, like myself. So, yeah. So anyway, I need to know where you're doing. I need to know where you are, what your thoughts are. Most importantly, I want to make sure that you have a strategy, and that's what our one-on-one conversation is going to be. I can't hit that in a video because we all have a different strategy. We all have a time frame. I want to help you with your time management. Most importantly, I want to help you with your thinking, of how you're thinking and what that flow of information is into your thinking. And maybe you just need to hear one more time. Why not go for it? You know, so often we are so afraid to go for something big because we're so afraid of how we're going to feel if we don't make it. Girls, never let that keep you from moving forward. Never. Because when you give it your all, and you finish well, who you become in the process is a different person. And it's priceless who you become in that process. It would be like saying, I fear of divorce, therefore I'm just not going to get married. And you just don't even go for it. You guys, you're not alone when you go for it. That's the best part of this Mary Kay world. We as a sisterhood are going for it together. And the only way you fail is if you quit. The only way you fail is to not even go for it. And that's what I love. So it will be a constant little nauseous feeling. Like, it's just true. Because it's oh my gosh, because it's new territory. But what you conquer in your mind and how you think is precious for this month of June. So as we finish up for this video, this is what's happening. So if you noticed on the back, Survivor is the theme. So you know that show, that little Survivor thing? We were doing that at the meeting on Tuesday night. The tribe has spoken, where you have a challenge and then there's immunities. And so all of our customer nights have that theme. We've got some fun stuff up our sleeve. I love it when I work with the women I do. We do some fun creative stuff. Your customers are going to love it. It is a time where everyone's going to be coming and getting a skin care facial. Yeah, it's our #1 seller. And yes, your profit margin has just increased for that in June. Plus, you're going to try the mask. But there's going to be other summer survival products, summer survivor products that they need that we're going to be showcasing. We're going to have a sheet that they can purchase from them as well. So it is going to be fun. We're going to do some immunity stuff in the crowd, and the tribe has spoken. And so we're going to have a ball. So here's the thing. This coming Tuesday night, we're going to be in Salisbury. Our national sales director is going to be there. That's a big deal. It's been a long time since she's been to Salisbury. It really has been. And so many of you just saw her for the first time at our meeting on Tuesday night. I love that. It is a powerful night. You want to invite anyone and everyone to be with you. Remember what I said, right? 5 guests, you get a free mask? Absolutely. I have not forgotten about that. So you're a guest. You want to be prepared to sell products. Bring your sales tickets out. You will book appointments. That's why we're there, is for them to book parties with you. They need to book their color with you because they're not getting color there. And they're going to hear about the opportunity. They're going to hear about what's happening in the Mary Kay world. Pam will have the latest figures on the mask. She will be representing Mary Kay Corporate that night. You guys, Tuesday is going to be powerful. And so what I'd love for you to do, because it makes a difference. is whoever you're inviting, I need you to make a list. I'd say invite 10 to 15. That way you'll have 5. That's just it. That's just part of the numbers. Invite 10 to 15, they're going to get a facial. Let them know they're going to be the first to try the mask. Let them know that they're going to get their foundation matched. Let them know it's just going to be a fun time of Survivor. My gosh. And that you need their face, because you going to Outer Banks depends on how many faces you see. Get them enrolled in your goal for what you're doing, your God-sized goal, your rock solid goal. And so we're going to be emailing a list of things that you need to bring with you. But the most important part is call, text, or email me those that you've invited. Because what I do is I send them a very quick message. Thanks so much for supporting Kim. I appreciate you coming. You are going to have the time of your life. You would be shocked just what that short little message does. Of thank you for supporting her. It makes her understand, wow, this is a big deal. It makes her feel from the bat, wow, I'm important to her. I'm important to them. And they really are. So you guys, I hope you had a great Sunday. I wanted to leave you this video to kind of let you know what's happening here. Rock solid, God-sized goal. You're going to be hearing about this until June 30th. And if you've not communicated with me yet, let's talk about what you're going to finish. Let's make your strategy so your action can immediately start. We had tons of parties that are happening on Saturday, so excited. Can't wait to catch up with you girls. There were at least 5 of you that were having parties yesterday, and there's one today as well. So we're doing it the right way. You're getting your master's degree. 30 faces in 30 days. Oh, I love you guys. I cannot wait to see you Tuesday night. Let's get in touch by tomorrow, so that way I know who you've invited. Alrighty, we're finishing strong this week as we start out tomorrow on Monday.